What am I doing? No, I spawned a power-up. It's all over. But I'm gonna try my best. I actually caught the start screen there. I didn't think I would. I thought I'd hit it too late. Oh, I missed the bridge. I just figured out the last time I played this that how the bridge works. I think it was the last time. It was either the last time or the time before. And like I've done hundreds and hundreds of playthroughs through Contra. And I just recently figured out. So I thought that the bridge, I thought that each segment of the bridge broke upon contact with the player. But only the first one breaks on contact. The rest of them are on a timer. And I don't know why it took me so long to figure out that that's how the bridge worked. I can see that. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the way that I thought it worked doesn't even really make sense, because if you jump from the first to the third segment of the bridge, why does and they explode on contact, why does the second one explode? And I don't know. I'd never thought about that problem. I'd never really thought, I just thought that was the way it worked. I never thought to think deeper about it, but for some reason, a session or two ago, I just for the first time noticed that I was wrong. It's just one of those things that's weird. Like, you can spend so much time with a game, and, still be incorrect about so many of these, like, little details. No! This guy aims upward. I was thinking it would be okay to just sneak by him. It's kind of misleading that I run a timer when I play this, because I really have very little interest in achieving a good time. I'm happy to spend an hour on a level if it means I don't lose a life. Thought a red guy was coming. Still thought a red guy was coming. I was thinking before about how, like, I don't really know the patterns of the enemies. I assume the enemies in each room run out in the same pattern every time, and I could even be wrong about that fact, but I think that's true, that they always come out in the same pattern. But I am nowhere even remotely close to beginning to know the patterns that these enemies come out in. I mean, there's so many different enemies. There's so many different rooms. Like, it seems a monumental task to memorize. So it makes these levels. I feel like it makes these levels extra hard because I feel like it would be so much easier if I did know what was coming out, because I wouldn't have to be reacting to it fresh every time. I think I can safely say that that's never going to happen. Alright, talk about spending an hour on a level. That room took a lifetime. That was scary. There's too many bubbles. Okay, that was ugly. Oh. Level 5. I haven't made it past level 5 today. My best run today has ended on level 5. I think we've died here twice. We've lost runs here. Whoa. It makes it extra difficult because, like, not only is the level hard, but I'm feeling intimidated by it. See, I'm afraid to move. This is no way to live. No. Those guys really surprised me. I gotta say, I prefer those hallway levels to the top-down levels in Super C. I would say that I think I'm the opposite. I mean, I don't really like the behind-the-back or the overhead levels, but I think I like the overhead levels better. I would say that I like Super C better than Contra overall, actually. That's nothing against Contra, of course. Contra is amazing. I wouldn't play it this much if I didn't love it, but I do like Super C more, I think. But it's not because of those levels. The behind the back and the overhead levels are just something you got to put up with. I'm sure there's someone who's like, oh, I wish Contra was all behind the back levels. The behind the back levels are more unique though. I don't think I've played a lot more games with top down levels than I have played games with behind the back levels, that's for sure. They do have that advantage of being a little bit more interesting just by virtue of being unique. a lot of guys down there. What are you guys doing? I'm suspicious. Nice. Hear that a lot. This game holds so much nostalgia for me. Used to play it and beat it before school. The good old days. Right on. I think that nostalgia is a legitimate variable. I mean, a lot of my gaming preferences can really only be justified by nostalgia. But I think more people, I don't know. So far as people I've encountered, I feel like more people probably tend to agree with you than with me. I think I've heard from more people that they prefer Contra over Supersede than the other way around. But I have a fairly small sample size. First time I ever made it to that boss, I feel like the first time I ever made it to that boss, I was so confused. And it's not even that it's a confusing boss, but I mean, I guess it is a little bit. I mean, the boss is a door. That's kind of weird. No. I'm paralyzed with indecision. Do I stay and fight, or do I try and just run? I go back and forth between approaches to this level. Like, I've played it where I just sort of rush through and don't worry about taking out all these guys. And I've had success doing that, and I've had failure doing that. And I've played it this way, where I'm just super slow and cautious, and same thing. Sometimes it goes really well, sometimes not so much. I got a bad feeling that my nerves are going to get to me, though. I'm doing a lot of down inputs I don't mean to do. You might have noticed I jumped down through the platform just a moment ago. That wasn't on purpose. Of my runs that have made it this far, one of them died just a screen before this, when I accidentally jumped down through the platform. The other died when I ran into a scorpion. Victory! I think that's it, right? We didn't die, did we? Oh, I'll have to rewatch, but I really hope I didn't die. Oh, thank goodness.